Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandragon's Cave. Today we are gonna be drawing Inktober 52 and the prompt is Violin. We are still in the blend between Inktober challenge for the month of October and Inktober 52 for the full year. So the prompt of Violin is the one that we should be using today for the Inktober general drawing. Okay, so what we are gonna be drawing basically is kind of a conclusion, I would say, of the video. We have this space to work today. I wanna draw it here on this side because I've been drawing, as you have seen in the previous videos, 6 drawings per page. This is a A3 paper sketchbook, and we only have 2 left. So this kind of video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about everything, about the experience from Inktober, I guess, and what I want to do for the drawing today. Basically, tomorrow is the last day, so tomorrow is going to be a normal drawing that I will post on Instagram. You can follow all the story, because this is like a story, in the show more section. I will put the link there for the Instagram so you can have a look to all the drawings. But basically, today is Violin. Okay, so I fancy drawing. I'm doing it, if I have to be honest with this, I'm being very loose with the type of drawing. As you can see, I don't want to have to think too much about I don't want to go too much into the drawing. I want to be able to do a job for this very funny, very comfortable, very easy to draw, I would say. At the moment, if you haven't seen the previous videos as well, I will put them. I'm gonna put one here, okay? And I'm gonna put some more in the show more section, but in the main YouTube channel that I will put here as well on the top, up here, you will be able to see the whole story, and there's like 3 videos so far that I've done as a Inktober challenge during this Inktober 52. The rest of the videos are normal Inktober 52 with normal prompts, but these ones I try to be loyal to the story that I wanted to tell. No, it's not, I think I explained it before, it's not a auto-conclusive story, okay? With these 2 characters, the Kuch adventures, are traveling around the map. They are following the map to see what they can discover. Now we are in uncharted territory, and basically we don't know what's gonna be next. But for this year, halfway through, I decided to not close the story, and every now and then probably revisit and see what they are doing, where are they going, and if there's something interesting that we can be exploring or going into details. I use this Inktober opportunity this month to do something different. Normally I would do a project in an auto-conclusive story, or a mini comic, or a lineup of characters, but for this one I basically wanted to do something more personal, showing the things that I like. There are drawings from showing, you know, Pokemon references, One Piece references, books that I've read, like the books Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Lands and the Encyclopedia of Fairies as well. Bumblebee and Emily are in one of the drawings. I don't know if you read it, but that was a recommendation, and it was very nice. I enjoyed it so much. So I'm kind of trying to use all these fantasy concepts and stories that I like, and I'm trying to use it here if it fits with the prompt. Okay, so today is Violin. So as you can see now, I'm gonna be drawing the violin here in a second. Okay, so I want to make it like this. The violin is small like this, so don't normally draw violins, but they have like this kind of shape, this type of body as well, like a guitar. Okay. Yeah, something like this, I like it. So if you have been following the story, you see that yesterday I actually posted a drawing of Nami from One Piece, and Nami is kind of accepting our charts, our maps. She's the navigator of the One Piece story for the Luffy Pirates, for the Straw Hat crew, and basically in the prompt Be Navigator, I wanted to draw her because we are exploring uncharted territory, that we have a map and we are kind of following this map or trying to discover what's beyond the map and everything. And obviously we have been exploring a lot of areas and we know a lot of territory, and we have found something very interesting a couple of drawings ago that maybe Nami is interested in, and I decided to kind of include this little funny thing for me and for the One Piece fans that they are actually following this story as well, to be able to know what is going on. So she was very happy that we gave her the charts, so she can follow the map here in land as well and see what's waiting for them. And now I wanna draw this, okay? We all know, if you follow One Piece, who uses a violin in the story. So probably I will write here on the top something like, you know, she, as a payment for, she didn't have to, but as a payment for us, by giving her the the charts, she wanted to pay by giving us a violin, but the violin is not hers. The violin, I want to make this internal joke for me and for those who understand it, that this is Brooke's violin. She just, because her name is the Cat Burglar, so she's basically a thief. So she took this from Brooke and just gave it to us in exchange of the maps as a sign of goodwill and a payment. But we don't know that in theory. In the story, we are not like One Piece fans in the story, or maybe we are, because I'm very shy in the previous drawing while Nami is talking with us. And yeah, I want to do the hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has been such a nice project this time. Normally, lately I've been doing this Inktober project more with digital, and I love digital as well, but I feel more comfortable using traditional media, using pencil and paper. And a lot of my drawings that you can see as well on my website and on my Instagram, I will put my website as well in the show more section, so you can have a look, you know, gossip around, and if you want to give me some feedback or text me and send me something that you would like to see, for example, I'm open as well to all those things. I'm taking as well any kind of commission that if you want to see yourself like this, like in a mini character, in 1 or 2 mini comic strip things, I can do that as well. You have my contact and everything here in YouTube, in Instagram, in the website, everywhere. So yeah. So this is looking nice. So we have the mini violin there, and now I'm gonna be. I need to still do the back there in a second. I was yesterday, funnily enough, I was counting the drawings, how many times I was wearing the bag and how many times she was wearing the bag, because I didn't want to make one or the other carry the bag all the time, just to make sure that we are kind of 50-50, or none of us gets tired in the adventure. Okay, very sweet face, yeah, like this. I appreciate if you have some feedback, you want to talk about this saga specific, this comic specific that I've been drawing, or you want to talk about the One Piece videos that I've been drawing as well. I'm going to put here a link so you can check a couple of them and give some feedback or requests some characters that you want to see, or maybe you don't like One Piece but you are a fan of Naruto, or you are a fan of Bleach, or you are a fan of Disney, Warner Bros, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Lord Olympus, like me, doesn't matter, whatever, My Hero Academia, whatever type of a story that you like and you would like to see drawings, you can just drop it in the comment section and we can open conversation there to see what other type of videos you would like to see here as well. And yeah, I'm pretending to do, I'm expecting to do the Inktober 52 project, this project, during the whole year. Okay, I started at the beginning of the year in January and I will finish it again at the end in December, end of December, to start the new year. And after the new year I wanna continue with this corner of the YouTube doing other type of videos. So if you wanna see Naruto, if you wanna see Boruto, if you wanna see Bleach, My Hero Academia, Disney movies, I don't know, Encanto, Lion King, or kind of my take on Jafar from Aladdin or things like this, I wanna talk about specific movies in Disney, for example, and I will be analyzing them and telling you how did they make this part, what technique it was for this, if it was 2D animation, 3D animation, stop motion, and things like this. I studied animation, I have my master's in animation, I studied art, and I basically do this. I examine, analyze, learn about things, and try to apply these things as well to my stories and my things to have an improvement every day. And yeah, so as I said, feel free to have your suggestions of what you want to see, and I will take them into my notes. I will move them into my notes, and slowly, I like to do everything slowly, we will get there, and we will have everything to analyze and to see here in the channel. Okay, so the legs, very strong legs. I fancy doing here like this with the arms like this, because she finds very funny, because she knows a little bit what we were talking with Nami and everything. She knows that Nami is the cat burglar, and probably that is not her instrument, that is not her thing, and Nami she will never do that in the real story, because she she's a thief, but she loves her crew. She's very understandable, and she knows what this violin represents for Brooke. What is the meaning of the violin and the instruments and the music for Brooke. Brooke, it's a former member and former actually captain as well from the Rumbar Pirates. The Rumbar Pirates were a group of pirates who lived 50 years ago, and they found their demise fighting against a very strong character that destroyed them with a shower of meteorites in flames. So I always assumed this was a very young Akainu, probably when he got his fruit when he was a kid or something like that, because I think Akainu is around 55. Maybe they encounter a 5-6 years old Akainu with the fruit, and he destroyed them basically. He didn't even have to be a marine at that point, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I think that is my idea. So obviously I'm talking about the spoilers in One Piece here, but this is a spoilers pre-time skip. This is already like a 20 years old story that I'm telling you now. But basically what happens there is that all of them they are attacking they are attacked like this, and as well someone is kind of poisoning them with arrows, with poison and everything. So they survive the attack, but they start playing music because they know they are gonna die. They are all poisoned with these arrows, and slowly they start dying. Basically, it's very sad story, very cryy story and everything. And all of them are musicians, and they go playing. Look, I'm just I can't focus much, but they just go playing, and slowly while they play, they start dying. The music starts getting slower, getting more toned down, and being less instruments, until the only one who is playing the piano is Brooke, and he kind of plays all the instruments. He's playing the piano, the guitar now, he's playing the violin there, so he plays plenty of instruments, but he's the only survivor. And then because he had already a fruit there, the revival fruit, I have talked a lot about Brooke in my Brooke video here that you can have a look. But basically that fruit allows him to have a second life, so his spirit goes out of the body and returns. But there is the extra problem here. When we have this problem with Brooke is that he is in an area that is full of mist. Okay, so the mist doesn't allow the soul, this spirit, to find the body in time. So the body already rotten away all the skin, and it's only a skeleton. But he goes inside anyway, and he's revived as a walking and talking skeleton. Okay, it's a very funny guy, very nice, and basically. Basically, this guy's life is about music and about singing and cheering the friends and everything. And since he joined Luffy and he's traveling with Luffy and everything, he has this way of fighting that with different melodies he can maybe put people to sleep or freeze people as well from the power of the underworld of his dead soul and things like this. And it's very nice. So Nami, even if she is a cat burglar and she is very cheeky and she is very pirate sometimes, she will never take an object from the crew, like the violin or one of Zoro's swords or things like this. She will never do that to give it away to someone else. But for the purpose of this mini comic that we are doing here, it is something interesting, something funny, that if you only see the image when it's done in the Instagram, you may not understand what is going on. But for that, we have this video here that I'm explaining to you what kind of pun, what kind of joke, or what kind of situation I'm trying to do, using as a reference the fantastic world of Eiichiro Oda called One Piece, okay? I think I kind of have the drawing more or less done, okay, like this. I'm using the big 0.7mm HB2 mechanical pencil because normally I would draw with normal pencils and I'm not used to mechanical, but I like to try different things, new things, and for this project, when I started at the very beginning, in the end of October, I had this pencil there for ages. I don't normally use it, and I said, you know what, why don't I try to use it a little bit, to have a little bit of different texture than normal do, or different line work, or sketch that I will normally do, and it is something very enjoyable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, very nice. I'm gonna write there. She didn't have to, like, she didn't have to give us this, but she gave us this anyway. I think the joke, it can be understood like this, but maybe I'm thinking, should I maybe do kind of the ghost maybe, or it can be interesting because I can make it maybe very, very small. Just give me 1 second here. I can do it like he's coming from here. That probably, obviously as well, we can understand that we will return it to him. We don't want this. Okay, and probably I don't even do it with how is it called? With a pen, maybe I just do like this. I only just do like this, and then I put at the color like this. So this is Brook. Brook, because he's fruit, I think he's awakened, and he can. I explain everything in that video I put there in the show more section, but basically I think he can extract his soul from his body, and his body can be moving around like a ghost, like this, okay, like a specter, and yeah, something like this is can be interesting. And he just seen, yeah, I liked it like this, and yeah, it can be like this, very interesting. I even want to do maybe this a little bit longer, like a snake. It's very, very long and very, you know, slimy and everything, and let's modify this area here. So yes, please feel free to drop me a message, okay? Don't be shy. I totally open to start conversation, and I want to see your feedback on this. I want to see which one is your favorite one that you have seen on the YouTube videos or in the Instagram as well, and everything. It is very enjoyable, this project, and I'm having fun. And that is always good, and it's important when you are drawing and when you are doing this type of things for yourself, okay? Because first of all, I do this to post everything now, but I always done it and I never post it, and I have folders and folders full of stories that never seen the light of day. And for me, I find it beautiful that other people can see things that I do, and I still learning how to record, how to draw while recording, while talking, while everything, and later editing and everything. I will always be learning this type of things, and yeah, so feedback is very much appreciated to anyone who wants to just drop me a comment there or give me some advice. I will appreciate it, okay? I want to make the eyes like they are looking at her, like, what's this? I'm gonna make here a question mark there. The beard. Okay, this is a very, very caricaturesque representation of us, okay? And okay, like this. If you haven't watched One Piece or you haven't read One Piece, I 100% recommend it. If you are young, very, very young, and younger than teenager level, let's say, maybe you need to wait a little bit to watch it, because as well, there is no killings and there is no concept of love and things like that. There is no scenes that I think, but because this is a shonen, but sometimes they do some funny comments or some funny scenes that they are kind of embedded in the Japanese culture that maybe for a kid it wouldn't be nice. There is this version of One Piece anime from this group called 4Kids. And 4Kids, they basically do anime adaptations, and they make sure that if there's any kind of funny joke that is more adult type of joke, they would change it. Or if there's any kind of uncomfortable thing, they will change it. One Piece is not full-on done with this version. It's only the beginning, but at least for a start of someone who wants to go into One Piece, I think it's a good idea, and a nice version of the story as well, okay? I'm doing the back here. We have it behind the jumper, my favorite jumper. It's my uniform. And as you have seen here, you may have seen in the previous videos as well, and maybe you haven't followed the full story, we have these little balls flying around the whole time, okay? These balls, I drawn them when the prompt was sun, okay? I drawn them because what I wanted to represent with that are little sons. I'm a fan, I'm very fan of Pokemon. So in that week, in that day for that drawing, I done a couple of days before Sun prompt, I've done I drawn a phoenix. I done for exotic bird. I drawn a phoenix, and this phoenix for me is like a little baby Moltres, the Pokemon Moltres, the legendary bird. Okay, and you know you have Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno, and these guys. I drawn them a couple of times in the story to be like babies, okay? And here, a couple of drawings after that, I said, you know what? I'm gonna try to combine and to make it like it makes some sense, you know. It's gonna make some sense somehow. And I decided to do these little balls like they are Phoenix's eggs, they are Moltres' eggs. So in theory, we are traveling this. Moltres was sitting on my head, and then she left, and all of these start to come out of my hair, and we found them, and they are flying around with us. Sometimes they are only 2 or 3 around, because the other ones are hiding inside my hair or hiding inside the bag. There's plenty of room in the bag to hide and everything, and yeah, so I wanted to kind of have them there. Okay, like when you go to a place and you have a souvenir, I know you don't take, you know, nature things or animals or any kind of things for when you go for a trip, you know, but what I wanted to do with this is they can stay anytime that they want with us, they can hatch, or maybe they don't hatch in this story and they hatch in another story, and you have mini Moltres flying around, mini Phoenixes flying around. That can be very funny. Tomorrow is the last drawing of the challenge, so maybe they are gonna go in their own adventure. Maybe they may hatch and go in their own adventure. We don't know, but we will see. We will see what the story is gonna tell us. And yeah, as I said, since the very beginning, I wanted to do something and finish it, but since I started, you know, getting more interested in what is happening here in the story, I decided to not make it auto-conclusive, not making it with an end. So this is an adventure, and they are following their love for exploring and their love for adventure. And even if we reached already one end of the map, and we continued traveling, so we don't need to stop, to be honest. I can draw other things after I finish this project, okay? But come back to this one at some point, or by surprise even, or by request even, and tell you an update on what are they doing and where are they going, and what is going on at the moment with them at some point. So that it's something that I would love to do. I would love to have recurring characters like this, that is basically us coming and going and doing their things. I would love that. So if you will want to see that, write it in the comments. If not, don't write it in the comments, but I think I want to do it anyway, so yeah. This is the text. I'm gonna write she didn't have to. Okay, and now very subtle like this, just so I don't lose the line work. Now when I delete it, when I erase it with the eraser, I will do some basic lines here, very delicate, very thin. Okay, even if you are drawing with pen, okay, you can try to not press. Okay, if you don't press, you will achieve a thinner line, okay, more delicate line. For me, it's because I like it. I like it when I press. I'm pressing, I'm doing nice, and that is a problem for me because, as I said it before, in this, if anyone from Unipin, from Standler, from Faber-Castell, from every material house is seeing this, I have this problem all the time. Make please the tips a little bit more harder, that I can't actually squeeze them in, because these pens are like 2 pounds or 3 pounds, and I use them a lot. I have plenty. There's another 02 there. There's a 01 here. There's a 08 here. I have like a very big bag here with pens. Look, 2 more, 0.05, 0.03, and then I have this one as well, a little bit thicker, Stabilo Open Universal. Plenty, I have plenty, but in all of them, I know it's because of my way of drawing. I have this problem. I have my experience is that I would wish that they would make the tips a little bit more resistant for sensitive pressure and everything. If you want to press more, good. If you want to press less, good. Even these micron ones, I have the same problem. I use them, and these micron ones, I think they are even thinner. And the problem is that I use them, and there's still plenty of ink inside, and I can't use them anymore because there is no tip. And I try to pull it out and everything, but it's difficult. So, and I've been drawing my whole life, but this is something that I always experienced, and I try to draw more delicate, but I like these thick lines, so I like to do double lines sometimes and everything. And I see a lot of people who do puntillism or line work in a very big projects, and obviously they have as well many pens, but this kind of problem, I'm sure, is something that everyone has. And if any of you working in this field it's seeing this, please, I will appreciate I don't know, a little bit of advice, or as well, if there is a brand, it is a brand that I haven't tried, you haven't seen here, and they do a little bit sturdier pens, let me know as well, and I'll get some to see how this goes. Okay, and I know I shouldn't be pressing that much. But sometimes I like to, and because the line it's more appealing to me, and I know that is a sacrifice for my pocket, and I need to buy more pens, and I need to bin more pens, but yeah, any feedback, any ideas are well received, as I said before. So we are now starting to add a little bit of color, okay, to the characters. You have seen the previous videos, you already know what colors I'm gonna be using. I have multiple brands. This is Alpino, the other ones were Standler as well. Especially in these videos that I'm using multiple colors, not only my usual black and white for Inktober. I'm adding a little bit of color. I always advise everyone to not marry a specific brand, to be honest. And every brand has all the colors. And there are brands that they are more professionally made, or I would say, and they have more resistance, and the color is better quality and everything. But if you are someone who likes to draw, or as I say always, even if you are professional, you can use multiple brands, multiple colors, mix them, or maybe have 2 browns, the different brand, because this tone is a little bit more clearer to do clear tones, and the other one is a little bit stronger to do more shadows and things like this. And you need to find your way, but I explained it in my previous video as well. I started drawing in all the corners of the books, in the sketchbooks. I started drawing with paper from the printer, because I didn't have a sketchbook, or I will just take some from the printer and draw from there. And yeah, so this is a thing. I don't want to say a hobby, because a lot of us work this in a professional way. It's not a hobby for us, but so you understand this interest in art, specifically in traditional drawing like this, like comic. You can make it work very cheap and very easy. You can just basically go into go into any store or any card shop that you can say you can sell you can buy some cards and things, or a shop for kids as well, that there are toys and things. They always have colors and plenty of colors, and I have material that I had to pay, I don't know, £5 for a pen, £6 for a pen, better quality, and another. I have other ones that I paid. I said it as well in the other videos. Maybe I paid £2, and I had a box of 12 or a box of 24, and it works for me. It works for me. I have to say as well that maybe you take one of those and you are not lucky, and that badge or that specific box or brand, it is not nice at all, and you paint and it's like water, like not doing anything. Obviously, don't use it. If it is not what you need, don't use it and don't buy it again. But yeah, don't be afraid of if you can afford it, get in your hands in whatever you can find, like £1, £6, £10, doesn't matter, and explore the world of drawing, okay? And it's something that I will always advise everyone who, you don't need to know how to draw. If you don't know how to draw, you find it difficult and things like this, just come here, watch a couple of videos, follow along. Instead of watching the video in real time, like watching the whole page as I'm drawing, feel free to put it slower, put it in a little bit in slow motion. You can do that on YouTube by clicking. This is a video, okay, in the YouTube. So here in the corner you have the settings option if you want to put subtitles, and you can read the subtitles if you want to change the quality, and as well there is the option of speeding up the video or slowing down the video. There you can go. You can slow down the video so you can follow while I'm drawing here. You can draw the same, and at some point while you are following these kind of steps, you are gonna be able to on your own, instead of drawing this specific drawing, you will be able to draw your character, your caricature, you know. And yeah, I said it in my previous video. There is someone who texted me saying that they are doing that at home with the kids and everything. They are following along and drawing the same things I'm drawing, and that is beautiful. I thank you guys for that. It's very nice, very beautiful. I learned like that. I would stop my Goofy, Mickey, Donald movie, and I will try to draw the same thing I was seeing in the screen and paint it as well. And some of those drawings are in white paper, some of them drawings are in gray paper, or in the back of a cereal box. Plenty of drawings like that. There is this a splendid studio called Studio Grangel that they have done a lot of work for DreamWorks, and these are guys who created characters for the Prince of Egypt movie, Spirit, Hotel Transylvania, Madagascar, and many more. The Corpse Bride as well with Tim Burton, and you can check their website. I will put it in the show more section, but you can check their website, and in their website you have this presentation that they are very famous for. This type of presentation, they basically have their drawings at the back of cereal boxes, and this is something that kind of a trademark of them, you know, that they will always do it this way, and I love it. They were my teachers, my lecturers in my master as well, and it was a very enjoyable experience. After that I realized, oh my god, I'm not the only weird person out there doing this in the back of Kellogg's or the back of Frosties or whatever. There are plenty of things doing weird things like this, and I find it very beautiful, very interesting, and very appealing for what I do. These guys are very nice. You can follow them in Instagram and in social media, and check out the website and everything. And yeah, it's a recommendation if you wanna check some beautifully, nicely, splendid work done in traditional. They work in traditional. They mix, you know, pencil colors, all those characters, all those expression sheets, lineups and everything for the characters. All of them are made in traditional, like I do. Sometimes, well, sometimes no, they will do in traditional. Later they will take high quality photos with the camera, most probably with a camera, professional camera, and then after that they put it together in any software that you can put things together, like Photoshop, for example. I don't know which one they use specifically, but you can use Photoshop, for example. There are a student version, if you're a student as well, a student version of Photoshop and things like that that you can use at home and at uni or in school, and your lecturers as well or your teachers can help you to figure out how to use some softwares at home if you want to use work in digital or want to put things together like a collage with this at home as well. And yeah, you need to find your way and never stop drawing and never stop wanting to create, because we make these things so beautiful. And sometimes people don't realize about these things. Like, people may say, oh, you want to study art, where are you going to be working, what are you going to be doing? Depends on what type of art you are interested in, because art is a very wide, a very big concept. You can end up being a painter, a sculptor, you can work in a gallery, you can work in a 3D studio, modeling characters, modeling backgrounds, you can work drawing comics in traditional, you can work drawing comics on any kind of platform like webtoons, for example, and it can be successful, like Lord Olympus happened as well and everything. A couple of years she even won, and Rachel Smythe, the girl who created this story, she even got an Eisner Award. Eisner Award is like an Oscar for the comic industry, I would say, and there are many categories, like, you know, realistic American comic, Japanese, no, Japanese I think is not in that category, but webtoon category, multiple. You can investigate and you can learn about all these things. Very easy to now with internet and everything. We have many things that we can investigate online and to learn about all of this. It is more normal nowadays to see people using their Procreate as well, their tablet, or using this kind of, I missed this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I made 7 as well, because Dragon Ball, and the 7 Dragon Balls, I have to confess there. There we go. There we go. So I say it as well in many of my videos. I'm a lecturer, I'm a teacher, I have taught to primary, secondary school, private schools, university as well, and feel free to ask me any question that you want to ask as well in the comments, or draw me a message as well, or things like this. If you want to put your bet in the future in studying art, there are plenty of possibilities. I think it's a beautiful career that you can pursue and follow. You can work in multiple places, like in museums, for example, or you can do, I don't know, many things, okay? I already gave you several examples of possibilities that we may have as an artist. You can even open your own shop as a freelancer and do freelance work for people, or go to places and paint their bars, their pubs, their everything that they ask. I've done that for a while as well, and you can always teach as well. And yeah, so I think it is a beautiful career, and if you love it, you can always do it. It's never late. Maybe you are watching this video and you are a little bit more older. You are not a kid. You are older generation, and you are working in your work and you know, wanting to do something but you don't know what to do. Art is good. Art is good. When I was doing art therapy as well, this is a way for us, creative people, to channel our thoughts and be focused in doing this, okay? And even if it is only for your personal experience, without having to share it anywhere, it is very nice. It is very nice. Maybe you are a very methodic person and you can be I don't know, 1 month doing a massive drawing with many details. Fantastic, fantastic. And maybe you like something more short, or maybe you prefer to work in digital and you end up, you know, modeling for your favorite video game, things like this. This is real. This is real. These things happen, and don't give up in your dreams if you wanna work. I'm talking specific about art, but this is applying to everything, every kind of study that you wanna do. Okay, and just learn about how to do the things that you want. In this case, art, study art. Just talk with your family or talk with your friends, or check online if you don't have support around you, or you don't have anyone who can guide you. Just check online and go to schools and universities and ask. They have people that is going to be able to guide you as well, and to give you some tips about what you want to do. And yeah, I don't know why, but these couple of videos I end up talking about these topics of if you want to create something, keep creating something, don't give up, because it is very beautiful. I have my modest Instagram account that I started some time ago. I have now this modest channel, and I'm doing my things for myself and for whoever is out there. Hello, and you want to watch it. I'm happy that you are enjoying the video and or the talk. If you are not here for the drawing, just for the talk as well. And yeah, so thank you very much. Thanks for the support. Since I started this project, this Inktober project, I made a appreciation post the other day in Instagram. My account was around 200 and a little bit more people, and since I started this Inktober project, it went up to 300 and plus whatever, so that is very nice. So people is liking it, following, starting to follow more, follow in YouTube, follow in Instagram, in, you know, various social medias, and it's nice. It's nice to see interaction. It's nice. Obviously don't do art for the follow. Don't do art for the follow. Just do art for the sake of creating and wanting to express yourself. You have some ideas that you want to say. Just say it with a drawing, with a poem, with a writing, with a song, with a painting, with a sculpture, with a model in 3D. I mean, you can express yourself in art in inimaginable ways, and yeah. So I find it a very beautiful job, let's say, for the sake of creating things, and it is rewarding as well. I find it very rewarding when something is done, that I finish, for example, this drawing, and I look at it and it's like, man, this looks very nice, this is very beautiful, oh, I'm so happy I've drawn this. Or when you finish a full project, like it's been days that you've been working in that, or even weeks, and you finish it, and it's like very rewarding, like, oh my god, I achieved this. Okay. And sometimes people don't have these things in daily life, so you just go to study, just go to work, and you don't see, or you can't see these small things. But it is very important for you to appreciate these little things that we have, and be happy and be proud of your progress. I'm very proud of almost finishing the Inktober. Okay, we just have 1 day more left for this, and then we're doing something different. Continue with the other challenge and everything, and another challenge is coming on Instagram as well, so you are gonna be seeing more drawings coming soon. Another mini story. This is a ghost, so Brooke here is a ghost, as I said before, so I don't want to do a double line for him. Okay, I will just do a little bit of depth here for the mouth, like there is a socket, there is like a cavity there, there's like a hole in the ghost, but we will not do a full drawing there. Okay, a full line work there. Okay. just a tiny bit in some places to give it a little bit of body, let's say a little bit of body. Okay, we are done for today with violin. We have Nami in the previous exchange that we had gave us as a payment that she didn't have to, but she gave us a violin from someone. Brooke has come by surprise, like, oh my god, he gave away my violin, just give it back to me, you guys. But we are very nice, so we are gonna give it back to him, and we're gonna carry on to our last drawing for Inktober. And yeah, so this is the video for today. Let's sign again. We need to do a double line here. This is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23, you can say it as you want, and this is the Mandragon's Cave. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you liked the talk, the art talk, and the One Piece explanation for today. And yeah, I see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.